Hello everybody, Elba12 here, and welcome to this week's episode of Review on Titan, the show where I watch each episode of Attack on Titan, subbed and dubbed as they air on Toonami, and I talk about them. Last week was a big Attack on Titan marathon, basically rerunning all the stuff from Shiganshina, the training arc, and Tross and all that. But now we're starting the new arc, which is I believe the 57th Expedition Part 1, The Female Titan, which luckily has the same name in both the English and Japanese, so I don't need to be confused. Yes, so it sucks that there was no new episode last week. That's why there's no new video last week. But I'm happy that it's back, because this is the arc I've been looking forward to for a long, long time. Mostly because of, as the name says, The Female Titan. It basically starts by where not last week, but the following week's episode left off. They start their expedition. They have a few Titans that they run across. There's a few close situations, but for the most part they're pretty well good. And then all of a sudden a black flare pops up, and this crazy female Titan that's weirdly kind of sexy just shows up out of nowhere and just like apparently leads a group of Titans in and destroys an entire chunk of their army and freaking all this stuff. It was about to step on Armin, but stops and kind of just looks at him and then leaves. And Armin, just from what happened, kind of deduces the fact that this is actually a Titan shifter, kind of like how Eren is. So they say it's a Titan shifter and he thinks that this one is also looking for Eren. So they're trying to give Eren and his group with Levi, Captain Yowie Pants, his time to basically get away from him. The female Titan doesn't catch up, because the female Titan can run really, really freaking fast. That's her big thing. She's really, really fast. But aside from that, oh yeah, then him, John, and then the other guy. Oh, freaking! I forgot his name. He's like a blonde guy. He's like one of the commanders. I've all freaking whatever. The blonde guy who's the commander. I totally lost his name all of a sudden. But he's a really awesome guy. They think of the plan to basically, they know they're not going to kill her because they don't exactly want to kill her because it's technically a human, but they just want to distract her long enough so that Eren's platoon gets enough time to get away. So they basically distract her, they try to fight her off, she freaking beats the hell out of Armin, slams him to the freaking ground. She's like, she knows what she's doing. And every time somebody goes behind her, she does a thing where she protects the back of her neck because she knows that that's the Titan's weak spot. So there you go, another proof that it's that. They distract her for a while. The one awesome blonde guy, I forgot his name all of a sudden. All of a sudden just freaking is about to get crushed by her, and then he just freaking just slashes through her hand and just makes a run for it. And the changes course and runs directly to where Eren's group's going to be. And that's basically where the episode ends. It's a pretty, I guess, not really short episode. Obviously, each episode is the same length. But I guess, like, the real action, it's like, you only get to see much of the female Titan for, like, the second half a little bit. It's still a good episode, though. 4 out of 5, definitely. I would give it 5 out of 5 if a little bit more happened. But aside from that, that's really it. Sub vs. dub comparison. No real big complaints on either front. I will give it to the sub this week because there are a few lines in the sub that I feel like worked a little better. But at the same time, there are some lines that work better in the dub. So generally, I think I'll give it to the sub this week. So next week, what's going to happen is, I guess she's going to find Eren, and we'll see what happens. And then maybe her and Eren will have awesome Titan babies making sex. Bye!